2026 is not gonna be another year that passes us by. No more wishing, no more waiting. This is the year of becoming her, the version of yourself you've been dreaming about, stepping fully into her confidence, clarity, and energy through intentional routines, mindset shifts, and small daily actions that create change. Every choice, every habit, every day adds up, and it all starts right now. So grab your notebook because this is your 2026 Life Rebrand Guide. And welcome back to the Lewis Twins channel. Today is literally the last day of the year. Like, how did we even get to this point where we are in December, the last day of 2025, and we are ready to enter a new year? It feels like I just did this at the end of 2024 to get ready for 2025, and here we are doing it again, leaving 2025 in the past, getting ready for 2026. The whole year flew by. It just seems really crazy to me. But by the time you're watching this, we are officially in 2026, so happy new year and hello from 2026. I know that 2026 is going to be a great year for both you and I. We're gonna achieve all of our goals and we're gonna be so successful, and it's just gonna be a really fulfilling and fruitful year. But in order to fully welcome 2026 and everything that she has to bring for us, we have to really get ready for her and prepare, and that is what we're going to be doing in today's video. We are going to be doing a full ultimate life rebrand to get ready for 2026. So in this video, we're going to give you a step-by-step guide on how you are going to do the ultimate life rebrand to become the best version of yourself in 2026. So the first part of our life rebrand for 2026 is going to be doing a life audit and reflection of the year previous, so 2025. I've done this in years past, and I feel like this was a very helpful and crucial part of my leveling up and rebranding for the new year, because the point of an audit is to look back on what you did last year, look at things that worked for you, maybe looking at systems and routines and just different things that you did in the year before that were really helpful and that you want to continue doing this year, or maybe some things that didn't work for you and you're like, we need to change. There's a few things I know that I will not be doing again in 2026 because they did not work for me last year, the year before, or the year before that. So I'm gonna just head on over to my bed and get my journals out, and we'll talk a little bit more about reflecting on 2025. I have my new notebook for 2026. Look how cute this notebook is. It really just says notebook and it has pink hearts on it. I just got this from Marshall's, but I think this is so cute, and I really wanted a fresh journal to start out 2026. In years past, I've just finished using pages of journals that I already had, but for some reason 2026 to me really feels like a whole nother ball game. I don't know, it just really feels like the year to me. Really, the point of the life audit is to not really beat yourself up about anything or get too down on yourself. It really is just using it as data and just to be like where you can pivot next year and reframe next year, and you're not a failure if you didn't do everything that you said you were gonna do with your goals. We're all human and not everything works out. We can't possibly predict how our year is gonna look at the beginning of January. There are a lot of different circumstances on why goals may not have been met. Everybody just breathe, because I feel like this part is very stressful to me as I am a perfectionist, but I am learning to reframe this and feel a lot better about doing the life audit. So here are some end of year reflection questions that can help guide your journal process, especially if you have no idea where to start like we didn't. What experiences in 2025 shaped me the most and why? What am I most proud of achieving this year? What patterns held me back and what do I want to change? What systems and routines are working for me? And what do I want to leave behind as I enter 2026? So we're gonna just take some time to answer some of those questions and put on some frequency music so the vibe is really good in here while we are closing our chapter out on 2025. And with that, we officially said goodbye to 2025. It feels really good to reflect on the year, and sometimes it helps you realize things that you forgot that you did. Like sometimes when you get to the end of December, you're like, I really didn't do anything in the past year. But when you do the life audit and you really sit down and think about all 12 months, you can really discover a lot of things that you actually accomplished, which is really nice. Through this exercise, I remembered that 2025 was actually a really nice year for me, and I did accomplish some really nice things. So I'm really excited to continue this energy energy into 2026. But it is time for the physical reset, and it's also the day that we're gonna take down our Christmas decorations. I feel like I could really have the Christmas tree up probably until about February, but it is bringing the old year into the new year, and I just want to start fresh and just have our space back to what it was pre-holidays. We're gonna start by removing all of our Christmas decorations for a clean slate, and then we're going to be doing some deep cleaning and deep organizing. January is the perfect time for you to stop procrastinating, going through all of your stuff that you no longer use. All of that is going to be taken care of today. So let's get into this physical reset. It is now time to tackle the medicine cabinet, and I'm actually really excited to do this. We like to do this quarterly, and I don't remember the last time I even touched this medicine cabinet, so we definitely have a lot of stuff to get rid of. Old stuff, or not old stuff, just stuff that we have used, and there's no product in it, but we still have it for some reason. That is one of the things that I'm gonna let go in 2026. I feel like when I hold on to stuff like that, it's like a scarcity mindset. Like, I have to hold on to this because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get another one, blah, 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 blah. I'm kind of over operating in that lack scarcity mindset. And if you're unfamiliar with the term scarcity mindset or lack mindset, it just means that you have like a fear that this thing or whatever you have, it can be like an opportunity, a product, anything that you have, you feel like you have to hold on to it so tight because it's never gonna happen to you again. And that is operating in more of a lack mindset instead of like an abundance mindset, that I can get something and let it go, and there's ample opportunities for me to get this opportunity, product, whatever it is again. And that is more of the mindset that I want to have in 2026. I don't want to be operating in that fear mindset. To me, that starts first with cleaning up this medicine cabinet and giving it a complete refresh and throwing out all the old things, and we're leaving those in 2025. I'm so excited. This is probably like my most excited part for this whole reset. we finished all of our cleaning and it feels so weird without all of the Christmas decorations, but it's nice to see our apartment in its regular form again. That made us really hungry, so we have lunch going, but while we are waiting, we are going to do our rebrand. So with me, I have my 2026 planner and my journal. And this is the part where we're going to really focus on our goal setting and being intentional with things that we want to achieve in 2026. This stage is all about becoming her, but we want to make sure that we're being really specific when we do our goal setting and not broad. So first, we're going to start by identifying a word of the year. I feel like this is an important first step because it really helps you to understand how you want to show up this year. Next is going to be my 2026 vision. So basically, the vision is who you want to embody after you have gone through 2026 and shown up and done all of the work. I'm picturing how I want my life to look at the end of the year and how I want to show up this year. Next is going to be your theme, and basically this is defining how you're going to move through the year. You're definitely going to be checking in with yourself about this theme throughout the year to make sure that your systems and everything that you're doing is aligning with this theme. And then I'm also going to come up with a few mantras that I'm going to remind myself of when times get tough, or just use them as daily affirmations. Take some time to come up with these 4 things that is really going to help you guide your 2026 with some direction. So before we set any goals, we're going to start by identifying who we want to be in 2026. This person you want to embody will help you to make sure that you're creating goals that are tailored to this identity. So on a piece of paper, I'm just going to write down basically everything that you feel like this person does. Just words that help you know and remind you of the person that you want to become this year. So take some time to write down a list of all the things that this person does. So now that we just did the identity, it is now time to actually do the goal setting for 2026. The most important part of when you do your goal setting is to make sure that you're setting intentional goals and you're being specific. For example, if you have a goal that you want to be healthier overall, instead of just writing, I want to be healthier, make sure that you have an actual tangible goal that you can hit. Really, when you say I want to be healthier, what does that mean? Does that mean you want to work out more? You want to eat healthier? So instead of saying I want to be healthier, say I want to work out 3 times a week. I want to make sure that I hit 60 ounces of water every day. Also, another important part of this step is to not have too many goals, because you're just gonna get goal fatigue. And I can speak from experience because a lot of the times I have 20 plus goals in years past, and I'm like, what am I even doing? Why do I have all of these goals and I don't even do half of them? Because it's just too much. I think it is best to try to keep 5 to 10 goals. And to help you come up with some goals for the year, make sure that you look back at the word that we chose and also your identity to be in alignment with for 2026. So we're gonna go ahead and start setting our goals for the new year. Now that we have finished the first 3 parts of our life plan, now we're going to get into how to create systems and routines. This is truly the most important part of the life plan because it's going to set you up to be able to achieve your goals. If you don't have any systems or routines into place, you're not going to know what to do and how to get to where you want to go. So I'm going to give you an example of what this even means. So I have a goal to be able to have a basic conversation in French by the end of the year. I have started learning French and I'm very beginner. So my system is going to be implementing language lessons, focusing on learning grammar, words, and how to be able to speak French. So if you're not sure where to start, you can use ChatGPT to help you create a system based on the goals. Go ahead and input all of the goals that you just came up with and ask them to help you create a system to help you achieve these goals. You can write down your systems in the same notebook that you were using, or you can be a little bit more fun and use Notion, which is what we're going to be doing. They have so many Notion templates online, so you don't have to be worried if you don't know how to use it or you don't know where to start. So now that we have our systems, you can also ask ChatGPT, based on the systems we made, can you make me a daily routine? And you can get really specific with this. When we did ours, we said we wanted to wake up at 5 in the morning 4 times a week. We also were able to put in our work schedule, so he was able to work around it. It's important to be reasonable when you are making your daily plan. Don't put in things that you know you are not going to do. There's really no point of of making the routine if you're not gonna do it. For example, I want to work out more, but I know I'm not gonna be working out at night because once it hits 5 o'clock, I'm pretty much done for the day. So that would be something that I know I would not stick to. So I would just try to cater my daily routine by working out in the morning because I know that's something that I would stick to. So now that we have our systems and our routines, we are able to start attacking these larger goals that we have by the time it is December 31st. We had to take a little break from our rebrand because we had to go to the store to pick up a few things, but now we're back and we're ready to continue on with this rebrand. We already did the planning and the physical reset of our 2026 rebrand, but now it is time to get ourselves ready by doing an everything shower so that we can feel clean and refreshed walking into 2026. And I'm super excited for this part because I'm ready to feel clean and really just feel like a new person going into the new year. First thing that we're going to be doing is our hair oil routine because we want long, healthy hair in 2026. Hair masks are marinating and we're going to be moving on to the rest of our glow up, which is focusing on our skin. I'm really not happy with the way that my skin looked in 2025. I had a lot of hyperpigmentation and acne, and I don't think I was really using the best products and doing the best processes when it came to caring for my skin. So I want to have a better routine for 2026. I really want to start implementing dermaplaning in my skincare routine, and that's what we're going to be starting with today. If you don't know what dermaplaning is, it's basically using a tiny razor to remove the hair off of your face. It also helps with exfoliation and creating a brighter and more even tone. You have to have some type of oil when you're dermaplaning, so I'm going to be using this Burst Cleansing Balm because it turns into an oil after you apply it, so I think it'll be perfect for the razor to be able to glide easily across my face. You have to start with a clean face, so I'm going to be washing my face with this La Roche-Posay hydrating cleanser. My face is all clean, and as you can see, I have a lot of hyperpigmentation that I'm going to definitely be working through 2026. But let's get into this dermaplaning. the shower and my hair is dry and I definitely feel clean and fresh walking into 2026. That was much needed. This is a part of the video where we're going to be doing our vision board sleepover party, which basically we have a sleepover every night because we live together, but it's still gonna be fun. We make a vision board every year and I really like looking back at my past vision boards and seeing things that I did, maybe seeing where things don't align with me anymore, things I have no interest in, and then things that did come true. That is just the best part of a vision board. So to get the vibes right for the vision board making, we're definitely gonna get our fun drinks and get all of our supplies and get set up to make our vision boards. So we made our drinks and we gathered up all of our vision board supplies. If you're interested in making a vision board, when we do it all, that we get our boards like this to be able to put the pictures on, glue and scissors, and you need a computer or your phone because we're gonna be scrolling on Pinterest to find photos. Make sure when you're doing your vision board, you still have the life plan that you made earlier because you're gonna use the life plan to guide the photos that you're gonna find. You wanna make sure that you're being really intentional about the photos that you're finding and not just putting random photos on there. At the beginning of a new year when I'm looking at my old vision board, I see nice pictures, but they don't really align with the goals that I set. So it's kind of really no point for them to be on there. So this year I'm really gonna try to make sure that every picture that I put on there is aligned to my goals in some sort of way. This is my favorite part of the New Year reset. So I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna get right into this vision board making. With our vision boards and I definitely feel so ready and so prepared for 2026, and you should too. We're gonna enter the new year confident and prepared. We're both choosing not to share our vision boards because we want to keep them private, but we do want to know what some of your New Year's goals are, so comment them down below. And if you like the video, make sure to comment a champagne emoji because it is the celebration of the new year. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video. We will see you in the next video. Bye!